Okay, it's the glow for me. Testing. Oh, that's a little too much. My bad, y'all. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hold on, let me prop y'all up. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. 1 second. This is literally how I feel right now. Like this light, all of it. Hold on, wait. Should we? It's not gonna be annoying. Y'all gonna get tired of that? Yeah, that's kind of cute. I like it. Wait. Okay, we're gonna put it like right. Oh. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Danny, and this is another episode of Street Smarts. Okay, and I'm currently in a hotel room that a client paid for. The client's not here. I'm completely virtual. Room's been paid for because if you keep in touch with my other series, you know that I'm currently traveling and I stay in hostels because it's cheap. And they're like, let me get you some privacy. It's Valentine's Day, etc. So they went ahead and got your girl a room. Yep, about to sit here, watch Netflix on my bottle of wine, eat my cookies and my motherfucking business, baby. Oh my gosh, and I'm able to cam and make my coin today because it is a holiday. For us cam models, I wanted to let you know that I was just sat here and had a moment. I was really proud of myself. I really was, because I realized that you need to go where you are high value or highly valued. That's it. That's it. The longer you keep staying in environments or around people that no longer serve you, around situations, whatever it might be, around the behavior, whatever the fuck it might be, that does not serve you, you are setting the standard for yourself. And baby, you're setting it fucking low. The bar is in hell, okay? I was doing it to myself. People will manipulate your mental into thinking you don't deserve better when they know you deserve better. So they're purposely gaslighting you and they're purposely psychologically playing your ass. So you keep thinking you don't deserve better. I have been offered, and honestly, it's been through my sex work that I've seen this a little bit as well, but I have been offered free rent, free trips, whether that's from clients or people close to me, friends or, people around me that admitted to having crushes on me or whatever it might have been, or wanted to see me happy or whatever. And of course, we all understand that there are strings attached for the most part. Some people give just to give. Other people want a little something in return. And it's not that conversation. I'm saying that if you're going to give yourself away to somebody intimately or whatever it might be, and I'm not trying to talk in code. If you are going to choose to be with somebody and you are giving them your attention, your time, your body, your spirit, your energy, all of that, and they're treating you like shit, and you could be doing that same with somebody else who's going to treat you much better, why are we not making these decisions? And I know why, because I did it myself. I literally did it myself. Y'all, as of a month ago, I was basically, and I'm not making my ex the star of my own show. I'm not. I'm not. He got too much screen time. But I basically got an apartment with somebody that was supposed to love me. They are still learning to love themselves. So I understand that they are working through some things. But basically, I left a situation that looked like it was about to get even more. Anyways, I was not being respected. I was handling things financially. I was stressed the fuck out. I was undervalued. I felt just the worst I've ever felt. Like, I was having panic attacks. I was screaming. I was crying. I was in the shower. I was going to rage rooms and a whole bunch of stuff. Just boxing, trying to find these different outlets because this person, and don't get me wrong, I contributed as well, but this person was just letting me know that I was not worthy in their eyes. And the people pleaser in me kept trying to prove to them why I was worthy. In reality, I needed to prove to myself why I was worthy enough to walk away. And that was not processing. That was not clicking for me. Listen, we're all going through it. A lot of us have struggled growing up and seeing examples of love and recreating or imitating those situations, toxic as they might be. Maybe it was our parents. Maybe it's examples we've seen in the media where we think we know what love is and we don't. And we take those same toxic traits to the person we trying to love or we think we love. It's complicated. I'm not gonna sit here and demonize one person and be like, you're the reason, blah, blah, blah. I used to, but now that I'm healing, I'm like, okay, we're all going through some shit and everybody needs therapy. Gotcha. That being said, I finally walked away from a situation that was no longer serving me. And I'm telling you, the moment I walked away, life got so much better, y'all. You're holding on so bad to something you know that's not serving you, an environment, a person, a behavior, whatever it is, and you know it's not good for you, you know it's bad for you because you love them. I get it. You love them or you love how it feels when it's good or whatever it might be. You are holding so deeply onto that you are afraid to let go. and let life show you how much better things can be. Let me tell you, it's better. Baby, on the other side, you might be scared to love again. You might be scared to put yourself out there, but it's better. It's better. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, well, no, that's not all I'm gonna say, but anyways, I have been thrown into this beautiful lifestyle where it's been so wonderful. I'm in shock. I can't believe it's mine. And I would not have gotten this lifestyle if I didn't walk away from the lifestyle that wasn't serving me anymore. So there's that. I left my relationship, left my apartment. I have thankfully paid off my car. I do not have the high ass rent I have anymore. I'm not trying to build this home for myself. I do not have a family. I don't have kids yet. I'm not trying to settle down for real. If you can manage both, go ahead. Right now, your girl's nomadic because I will settle down when I'm ready, but now is not the moment for me. I have left a relationship of 3 years that I was madly in love. I thought I was gonna marry this person. I never, ever thought I would get over them. I thought I could live without them. I thought I could go 24 hours with them. The codependency was scary. I lost myself, y'all. I lost myself and I'm finding myself again. I entered this void state of feeling where I was questioning my worth, myself, everything around me. And I had people literally offering me the world. And I was like, no, I'm gonna stick with him. That's my man. That's your man. Yeah, I'm gonna stand by him. Baby, sit down, sit your ass down and just think for a minute on what you're standing by or who you're standing by or what's the reason. So that being said, I wanted to go ahead and get into today's topic of sex work because I realized that I have a very strained relationship with my sex work and many factors contribute to that. One of those factors being that my sex work was so fun and frivolous for me. And a lot of things contributed to it, yes, where it strained my relationship with not only some men, which I have a video about, but also just in general. I realized that I spent a year working sex work full time. And because of the financial situation, my relationship, and somebody who allowed me to stressfully handle the finances that were not only mine to handle, I did not enjoy my sex work as much. When you are doing sex work for somebody else and you don't feel like it's worth it, not for somebody else, this is not that conversation either. I did sex work on my own. Nobody controlled me, nobody put me up to it, nobody was, coercing me into it. I did it on my own, but I was doing it to cover the finances of another person who, if their finances failed, they would pull me down with them, aka losing my apartment, getting evicted, aka my car getting repossessed, etc. I had to set those boundaries, but because those things were tied in together, like if you have a roommate that's not paying their stuff, or if you have somebody who's, not, car issues, whatever it might be, and they're using your car, we're not gonna get into it. I don't want to talk about this all the time, but my point is I was doing it past my usual exposure level to try to maintain a healthy financial state because of somebody else who's bringing me down. And I want to let y'all know, the reason I'm talking about this is because I feel like, unfortunately, it scares me. And I found myself getting caught up in it and I didn't even realize. And now I'm over here smacking myself on the hand bitch, what were you doing? I know for a fact, I've seen it. Guys talking about do you need somebody to manage your, no, I am my manager. I can't tell you how many people approach me talking about do you need a manager? You need this, you need that. Why, what are you, unless you slinging your dick, get the fuck out my face, respectfully. I've seen it where boyfriends are controlling the girls' OFs, or they're telling their girls to go get OFs and pop some pussy and do this and scam these men or do this or swindle these guys or go sell, even if you're not scamming and swindling. I had somebody and I was so disappointed. They're like, you could really get people to think you're gonna meet and then pay you and da-da-da. I was like, that's not my character. If you think that's my character, you got me fucked up. I'm not gonna sit here. Not only is that extremely dangerous, but that's just fucked up for myself. That's not what I'm doing. I sell a product. If I'm gonna sell myself, I'm gonna sell myself, but I ain't gonna sell a lie. I'm not gonna sell a scam personally. And that's just me. But, I had somebody actually say that to me. They're like, you could really trick these guys. Da, 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 da. Something about some guys feeling like they have you, but then yeah, go do with whatever with the other guys. If you need to scam, swindle, whatever it is, or if you need to, sell whatever fantasy to them, but I'm the only person who has you in reality. There are guys that are okay with that. So they'll have you out here popping up pussy and making the queen and and they also see this image of OF girls, oh yeah, just make us a bag. Go be the breadwinner of the family and make us a bag and then, just take care of both of us. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're a woman and you're the provider and you're with somebody who truly values you, truly, like genuinely values you, and they're also contributing in whatever way, because it's a partnership at the end of the day. So even if you're doing the financial part, they better be doing something. Okay, same with traditional, where the man does it and the woman provides as well. They better be doing something, and you know they're not exploiting you. All right, whatever, that's y'all's dynamic. But I see it way too often, or I hear about it way too often, where guys are pushing their girls or their partners, or they're just trying to find any girl they can get with to now create content with, because they know it's lucrative, or they want them, the girl, to create content, or they want to manage the girl's OF. That's giving pimp to me. That's giving, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's me personally. If that dynamic works for you, go ahead. But I say this because last year I felt like I wasn't directly being told what to do. I wasn't being told, hey, go create content and pay the bills. But that's what accidentally ended up happening, because that was my line of work. I was living with somebody who was not pulling their financial weight until I pulled more financial weight with my sex work to cover things that involve me, rent, shared spaces, utilities, etc. And then in return, I ended up not liking my sex work because I wasn't doing it for myself anymore. Indirectly. Like, it wasn't, hey, go to your room and work, you cam girl. No, nobody's being, I had free will, obviously, but it was just how things played out that I didn't like. And then I realized there are girls out here, especially young girls as well, but there are women out here, whatever age, okay, that have some guys, influencing their, or being, oh yeah, we'll do this together. Oh yeah, just do this. And they'll be so madly in love, they don't even realize what's happening. I wanted to let you know you need to do your sex work for you and only you. That's it. That's it. If you get into it, it needs to be for you, not because your boyfriend wants to, not because If you sustain it, or if you're doing something, it needs to be for you. If you get into it, it needs to be for you, not because your boyfriend said so, or because they want to do blah, 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 blah. If you go do something, or you entertain something, or you engage or get involved in whatever, it needs to be for you. Please don't be hitting the strip club. Please don't be going online to camp. Please don't be signing up for the OF because your boyfriend or your man suggested or recommended it or whatever it is. And I understand, unfortunately, there are relationships out here that are abusive and controlling and possessive and obsessive and etc. And I'm letting you know, if it's starting to get into that territory, you need to leave. I started to see some things in my relationship that I had never seen before. And those were the early red flags on top of the other red flags I already ignored, we'll admit it. I needed to leave. It did not get better. There was no gratitude for, oh, thank you for sustaining the household. Oh, thank you for this. If anything, this is the wildest part, there was resentment. There was resentment because I was able to hold myself down. There was resentment because there was other guys treating me like a princess and wanting to literally give me everything they could, like making sure I was good. I had a supporter, same one who got me this hotel room so I could work on Valentine's Day. And I'm sitting here solo minding my business, borrow me almost $1,000 to save me from getting evicted because the person I was with at that time let me go into a financial decline. And I was trying to cover their stuff and handle it. It was like some of my sex work supporters, I know I have a complicated relationship. I know I talk good and bad about sex work. It's complicated. That's all it is, like all jobs. But that being said, some of my supporters have really looked the fuck out and saved your girl and really spoiled your girl and showed me, like, I was honest, I was shocked. I say this all the time, but like when people started supporting me and what I did, when I saw people tipping me just to tip me, I was really baffled. I grew up the half and half girl. I always took care of myself. I always brought my own, and I'm still gonna always have that. But like the idea that there are some men out there that are still the provider types that enjoy that role, that's just what they do, they're cool with it. Like, oh yeah, no, you don't have to pay rent, just do this and third, contribute a little here. Oh, you don't have to do this. I understand that's not the same for all men, especially in this economy. I'm not saying that needs to be the standard for all men. I'm not going to desire what I want out of a man or what I think I want to be like, okay, well, this man does this, so you need to do this too because all men should know. I'm not going to apply that to all men, but I'm letting you know that they're out here, the generous types, and I'm only baby, this is the year. It's high value or highly valued spaces only. That's it. Like, that's it. Why it took me so long to get here. Your girl's mid-20s. And I put myself in a place where I was trying to prove that I was worthy of love for so long that I literally turned around and all these other people were like, yeah, we know already. Let us please you. Let us pleasure you. Let us spoil you. I had somebody who I almost feel like was trying to not make a profit off of me, because like I said, that's not the dynamic. Nobody was crying out for help, nobody was in danger, but it was just this like, yeah, okay, we'll handle it since you got it. And you know what the wildest part is? I actually had this person throw in my face that like men paid my bills and that I needed to get a real job and I need to stop depending on randoms to pay my bills and they were insulting. Like, that's when it really just like, that was the last straw for me. They were not only insulting my clients and supporters, they were supporting me in the work I did and then also mocking it while having the most intimate access. The only person laying a hand on me had the most intimate, romantic, sexual access to me, was enjoying me to the deepest degree, like just a full-blown pleasure, and couldn't even treat me right. And I'm over here paying all my own bills and etc. Never again, y'all. I woke up. I woke up. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm not giving myself to anybody who doesn't deserve it. It's that simple. And the person I was with for years who really had full access to me couldn't even. Always half and half. They started trying to do right by me towards the end and taking me out on dates and stuff like that. But I think they knew at that point it was too late. And even then, I would just get them back because I didn't like the tally. I'm like, oh, I did something for you, so I would just do something back because I kept it even. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. I got people out here talking about saying, yeah, come stay with me, like, rent free. People I know, like, people I trust, not just random. Obviously, if a random person online tells you come live with me for free, they want to fuck, obviously. But no, I'm talking about like people close to me, like people I can actually vibe and be with, or people I can actually see myself developing a crush on. Like, oh, I'll take you on a trip. But you know, like, I've had people around me like tell me like, if you go on a trip, anything you bring is extra. Like, I got you. Or if you come live with me, don't worry about rent. I had somebody can I say that here? I had somebody actually got a little crush. We're not gonna get into it. They're like, you could pay, the cost of rent is getting yo. I was like, my point is, okay. My point is, because I don't want y'all to get the wrong message from this. If you're gonna give yourself away anyways as a woman, if you are going to give your body to somebody with intimate access, I'm not saying you have to charge them. I'm not saying they owe you money. I'm not saying they have to pay your way. I'm saying make sure it's valued. That's it. Whatever that means to you, whether they are emotionally treating you well, whether they are physically treating you well. Maybe you're just in it for the sex, a one-night stand. Make sure you're being physically treated well. Maybe you want something deeper. Okay, make sure you're emotionally being treated well. Maybe you want to make sure you're good. Okay, make sure you're being financially treated well. Like, bruh, I was giving myself away. It's silly because people sit here and they judge women who are like sugar babies. And I'm like, nobody's claiming anything. I'm not saying money, sex, nobody's saying that. I'm saying that as somebody who was giving herself away in a relationship and was not even being valued and was doing it for free, I ain't judging a soul on how they have sex and what they getting out of it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that. If you was a sugar baby and you was doing whatever, if you are somebody who does not want to give themselves away unless a man proves himself worthy, whether that's a date, whether that's 5 dates, whether that's 5 months, like, do whatever works for you. I don't want nobody touching me. I'm not saying I have a price. I'm not saying there's a number to myself for you to get to touch me. I'm saying it takes so much now. I'm not even talking about money. It takes so much if you want to get your hands on me. And no shame to casual fun or anything like that, but the headspace I'm in after the relationship I just got out of, after seeing what could be, after seeing, I don't want to say suitors, but like people who are willing to treat me right, after seeing how I can treat myself right, baby. So I'm gonna sit here in this hotel room that I did not pay for, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm gonna watch my shows. I'm gonna talk to y'all and let y'all know you need to leave. Ladies, leave, okay? Unfortunately, I was watching one of my favorite creators as well, and I was really, really, really sad to hear that their boyfriend that they spoke very highly of had also put their hands on them. That broke my heart, because it seems like it's very common, or not very common, but it's more common than people think. And unfortunately, people boast relationships and then behind the scenes is just not it. So I'm letting you know, whether it's behind the scenes or on the scene, you need to know your value and walk away. If things are getting bad or sketchy or weird, walk away. If things seem like they're getting abusive, walk the fuck away. If you feel like you're being used or exploited, walk the fuck away. If you feel like you're not being treated well, walk the fuck away. That's it. That's it. You set your own standard. And I set my standard so low. And I could only apologize to my spirit and forgive myself for that. But never again. I had somebody, I was being sexual, but I texted them. I was like, I need you. They were in the middle of like some shit going down and they called me like, is everything okay? That type of energy only this year. And if you can't maintain that energy, then maybe you're not the man or woman for me. I ain't playing these games, y'all. I'm tired. I'm not gonna sit here and you could try to teach somebody. I don't want to say the word train. That seems dehumanizing, but you can train somebody. I don't really like that word, but you could try to teach somebody how to love you. You could try to condition them. You could try to, help them be a better man or woman, because it goes both ways. We're not perfect. None of us are. But I'm telling you, the more you stick around, you're just going to drive yourself fucking insane trying to help heal this person that's going to end up traumatizing you in a way that you need more healing. And let me tell you, I never thought I would get to this point. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, and I'm not in love. I'm scared to love, honestly, right now. I just got a little crush right now. And I'm not taking it seriously. I'm so focused on myself. I'm so locked in that I'm not letting anybody distract me anymore. At least not right now. But and I know it's fun to have a crush and have a boo thing, and it makes life all pretty and rose-colored glasses and whatnot. But I realized that when you get out of something that was stressful or traumatic or inconsistent or just not good for you, like sometimes it felt amazing, but the moments that did not. When you get out of something like that and you come across somebody who is healed and they treat you right and there's no fear, there's no trust issues, there's no way. And I'm not saying I found that, I have not. But when you start finding people who are willing to really treat you right, it's so foreign and so uncomfortable. But I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna adjust to that. I saw once somebody was saying the metaphor of like it's like a beaten dog or something, like a dog that was abused, and then it goes into this home that's just so loving and beautiful and there's nothing to worry about, but they're still scared. They're scared and they're traumatized. They don't know what to expect, so they're on edge. And they don't realize that, like, hey, you're safe, you're good, you're gonna get treated well here. Not to compare us to animals, but at the end of the day, we're all animals, right? In one way or another. So, I think it's the same, for real. You have to do half of the work, at least half the work. Sometimes you gotta do all of the work, but you gotta do half. I will admit that I kept seeing things happen, and I would excuse all of them. I'll admit it, I was stupid as fuck. Like, it does not get better. If it does get better, it's conditional because you're threatening to leave or you're threatening to find better, whatever it is. But for the most part, people don't change because you want them to or you're trying to condition them into changing. Like, they change at their own pace. And if y'all are just not aligned, it's that simple. I know this is supposed to be a video about, like, sex work and making sure nobody, you're doing it for yourself. But it kind of just, I feel like this all kind of ties in together as well. Because I feel like in the moments I was no longer doing sex work for myself, once again, not because somebody was telling me, hey, go do sex work to pay these bills, but that's just how it turned out, accidentally, like I said. I feel like I was not giving myself that self-love. And the moment I gave myself that self-love, your girl was on an island in a hotel room she did not pay for. So grateful for that. Chilling, drinking her wine, talking to y'all right now, like we on FaceTime or whatever. Got a crush that's a treat your girl right, hopefully. And if you don't, then we walking away at the first red flag. That's it. We not staying for flag number 10 and flag number 100 and flag number 1,000. Talking about some God give me a sign. You tired of drawing them. Well, if you're gonna close your eyes every time you pass one. Okay. I'm guilty of it. Ladies, sometimes you gotta just detach emotionally and leave them where you met them. And if you had an impact on them, you don't want to leave because you put so much effort and they're changing and they're doing better and maybe there's hope and maybe this and maybe. don't be surprised if they revert right back to where you met them, or if the change is just not good enough. Like, I'm telling you, there are grown individuals out here. I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna go ahead and get this up. It's Valentine's Day. This is appropriate. You deserve to be smiling. You deserve to be happy. And if somebody's making you feel like you're absolutely insane, like batshit bonkers, okay, for asking for something that you feel like you deserve, or asking for the bare fucking minimum, or gaslighting you because, you know, you're asking for this, asking for that, and it's, oh my God, why can't you just be, and what, if you're always the problem, leave. If they act like they about to MMA your ass, leave. Okay? And I understand it's easier said than done, but like, make a plan to safely leave. Cause baby, you deserve to be smiling and laughing. You deserve your motherfucking flowers, okay? No more of this one-sided love. We not gonna keep pouring love into people that take a sip and pour that shit back out. Okay? This is the year. Maybe this year, next year, whenever you're watching this vlog, I don't fucking know. But this is the time that good people find good people, and healed people find healed people. And if you are not healed, and if you feel like you're not a good person, work on it. Work on it. We're not trying to demonize you either. Just work on it. Because none of us are perfect. So just, you know, I saw this thing. It was like, hurt people. And it was this perfect TikTok. I loved it. They're basically saying that, like, you're beating yourself up and you're taking it personally because somebody didn't treat you right. But you know what? That person that didn't treat you right, somebody didn't treat them right. And so now you just stacking on the trauma of one person who just didn't treat this person right, and then they don't go treat the next person right, and then they don't do, it's like a pyramid effect. So you have all this trauma just traveling through people. Break the motherfucking cycle. Decide that you are going to walk away. Decide that you are going to get better. Decide that you are going to be more than your trauma and your trust issues and all that stuff. Like, I never thought I'd get to this point. And it hurt. Because love is a powerful motherfucking drug. Damn, love is a scary one. The chemicals you get from love, attachment, obsession, all of that, oh my gosh. They gotta put an FDA warning on that one. Cause baby, be careful. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. I know this video is all over the place, but I just wanted to say, make sure you're doing your sex work for you, whether that's intentional or not, because you could accidentally be doing it for somebody else. Maybe your boyfriend or your man whispered some words in your ear, and now you're like, okay, we're in it together, let's do it. Maybe, you know, somebody had this like, oh, you'll make more money. Nope. You have the power of free will, which is so beautiful. You're not locked into a contract, a studio, or nothing like that. If you sign up for sex work or OnlyFans or whatever it is, do not let other people dictate what you're doing with that. That is a you thing, baby. You are your own manager. You're running the whole operation, so don't let nobody, you know. And even outside of sex work, whether this is a relationship or something like that, just make sure you know your worth regardless. Move accordingly to you. Like, self-love will save your ass. I'm telling you. Self-love will save you. Damn, self-love will save you. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching. Leave, because I feel like you already know you need to leave. You know you need to leave. This don't know you need to leave, but we're not listening. Nope. Right there, baby. Listen to that one. But yeah, anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. I will see you on another episode. Stay humble, but keep your head high. Sit pretty and stand tall. And I'm gonna go drink my wine and watch Netflix. Solo, baby. Like, look at the vibe. Look at the vibe. With the wine, baby. Wine. Oh my gosh, life is so good. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all later. Please let go of what's not meant for you, because you're not gonna make room for what's meant for you. If I was still in my relationship, I probably wouldn't be on this island minding my business and finding better. So please let go. You know it's not meant for you, but the moment you actually let go, trust me. Like, another post I saw online, because it's just that the online post be hitting. It was this girl holding a teddy bear, the small little teddy bear. It was a little tattered and torn, and you could tell it was sentimental, and she loved it very much. And there was a figure behind her, whether that was God or whoever it had represented, and they were holding a giant, massive teddy bear, like one of those big Valentine's Day ones that people be hyping up. and they were right behind her, but she could not see that because she would not let go of the little teddy bear she was holding on to. This is not about consumerism or capitalism. I'm not saying the answer is a giant teddy bear. I'm saying there's something bigger and better for you out there, and you are literally blocking your own blessings by holding on to the bullshit. The bullshit you're supposed to leave behind. So leave it behind. And that's coming from somebody who did not for a long time. Finally woke up. Happy to be back. I'll talk to y'all. Bye. And this is not just to demonize my ex, because we all need healing. Me and my ex talked about this, like when you are learning how to love as an adult and you didn't have those right examples or those ideal examples, it's really hard. And also, my ex is not my only ex. I've had other exes. My point is, stop staying in places that are no longer serving you the way you be serving them. Okay?